Hi, this is Ian Gillan. You're listening to 89 FM, Radio Rock.
Okay, so I want to start off by talking about your upcoming shows in Brazil. We got one here in São Paulo. What can we expect from the show?
What can you expect? Deep Purple show. Currently, we're doing a really nice blend of traditional material and some songs from the new album Equals One, which is working very well. We started this tour in the beginning of June, and we've now just finished in the United States. We're going down tonight, in fact. We're flying down to Brazil, and it's the show we're taking on this tour. It's working very well. A lot of energy in the band, a lot of excitement, and we're very happy with it.
Cool. Also, there's this fun fact that Deep Purple is the band that has played in Brazil more than anyone ever. Did you know that? I'd like to hear from you more about your connection with the Brazilian fans.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, well, fantastic. I mean, obviously, everybody loves coming to Brazil. I mean, you'd be crazy not to. But as you go back and back and back to countries over and over the years, it's not the country itself because you become familiar with it and you feel comfortable with it, but that's not excitement. The excitement is the people. And so you don't know people individually. Obviously, Brazilian crowds are very, wow, they're noisy, they're great, they're exciting. And but I'm looking forward to seeing some friends there. So it's a win-win all around. Very exciting.
Now, talk about legacy. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the album Machine Head. How do you feel about the reception of this album and how important it was to the rock music?
Well, I'm very pleased we're very pleased with the outcome of this. I love the production, and the result of that is like when you change one player in a football team or a family or anything like that, it's like a renaissance. It's a rebirth of the early energy. And what we have on this record is a lot of songs that are very easy to introduce them into the show, and they've been fantastically well received by the audience, and it's working really well. It's all very exciting for us at the moment. The energy levels are incredible.
Now, is there any important lesson that you learned through the years that stuck with you and you believe would be nice to pass on to new bands at their beginning?
Yeah, there's one important lesson. Don't be late, or you'll miss the bus. I think the idea of how we started off with this mad, total enthusiasm is very important. To focus on the music and nothing else. We don't all get commercial success, but music can be a great friend to you for life. So it's important. But if you do start getting any kind of success at all, it's important to think of the other side of things as well, and that's the professional side, so that you can work with other musicians. And when I said don't be late or you missed the bus, that was kind of a joke, but also it's kind of serious. You have to fit in, otherwise you're not going to last very long. And you have to understand that if you're going to tour, you can't be a fussy eater. You've got to do with no sleep, you've got to survive on nothing. It's like being in the circus, and you just live for the music. And it's a vocation more than a profession. Unless you're very, very lucky at some stage in life and you get real commercial success. But most of the time you're doing it for the sheer pleasure of the music. And so that's one thing you can guarantee to expect if you put the effort in. The rest of it is as a result of making your own work.
Now, this new era marks a new album with Simon McBride on the guitar. How's been working with him? How much he has added to Deep Purple?
I first saw Simon, I did a solo tour with an orchestra in Eastern Europe a few years ago. And Simon was part of the orchestra, and I was amazed at his lyrical playing and his articulation. It's absolutely first class. I mean, he's a maestro. And so when we couldn't continue with Steve Ross, he was absolutely the only person on my short list for sure. And Don Airy knew him very well, has worked with him many times. So we just shoot him in, and man, they're amazing, absolutely incredible. he's rejuvenated the whole band, and there's a new energy. I have the ultimate respect for Simon. He's also a very nice guy. A great addition to the dressing room.
Now, to finish, I would like to know, what are your expectations for the future of Deep Purple?
Right. I have no expectations. We've never ever once made a plan in our lives. We kind of just, well, we do obviously have to book a year or two ahead for engagements and that sort of thing, but strategically, we don't have any plans. I think these things happen organically. At the moment, we're in a very good place and we have momentum. So I think that'll take care of itself so long as we continue with the input of enthusiasm and effort. So that'll take care of itself. We don't look at things that way. You put the work in and see what happens. Basically, that's our approach.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys, for the time.
Thank you very much.
89, a Rádio Rock.